Good morning, everyone. Let me start with a question. Have you ever faced a challenge so big, so overwhelming, that it felt impossible to win? Maybe it was a career setback, a personal loss, or a goal that seemed light years away. Now imagine this. You're standing at the finish line of that very challenge. Your heart is pounding, your body is exhausted, but your soul is on fire with joy. You made it. That moment, the roar of triumph after the silence of struggle, is the sweetness that only a hard-fought victory can bring. But let me tell you something important. That sweetness doesn't come cheap. It demands everything you've got: your grit, your courage, and most of all, your willingness to keep going when every fiber of you wants to quit. In the next few minutes, we're going to dive into the battles that define us, battles that make us question everything but ultimately reveal who we truly are. By the end of this talk, I promise you'll walk away not just inspired, but ready to face your battles with a newfound strength and purpose. Why? Because no victory is as satisfying as when you fight tooth and nail for it. So let's begin this journey together. Ready? Let's go. The power of resilience is a force that defines us in ways we often underestimate. It's easy to admire success from a distance, marveling at someone's accomplishments, but what we don't always see are the countless moments of struggle, failure, and perseverance that built that success. Resilience is not just about enduring challenges, it's about learning to thrive through them, using every obstacle as a stepping stone to become stronger and more determined. Think about the hardest battles you faced in life. Maybe it was overcoming a personal setback, navigating through a tough relationship, or striving to achieve a goal that seemed out of reach. In those moments, you likely felt the weight of frustration, doubt, and even despair. But there's something remarkable about how resilience works. It's not about the absence of those feelings. It's about choosing to move forward despite them. Resilience transforms pain into growth, mistakes into lessons, and failures into opportunities. What's incredible about resilience is that it's not an inherent trait. It's a skill anyone can cultivate. It's built one small choice at a time. When you choose to get up after falling, when you decide to try again after failing, or when you simply take one more step forward on a path that feels impossible, you are building resilience. Over time, these small acts of persistence create an unshakable foundation that helps you weather life's storms. Life often tests our limits, pushing us to confront challenges we never anticipated. It's tempting to want an easier path, to wish for fewer obstacles. But here's the truth: the harder the battle, the greater the reward. Victories taste sweeter because of the effort and sacrifice poured into them. Resilience is the bridge between hardship and triumph, carrying you from where you are to where you want to be. Resilient people don't avoid hardship, they face it head on. They acknowledge their fears, but don't let those fears define them. They embrace failure as part of the process and refuse to let setbacks have the final word. This mindset doesn't just prepare you for challenges, it transforms you into someone who can find strength in the struggle itself. And here's the beauty of resilience: it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. Every time you overcome a challenge, you don't just gain a victory, you gain confidence, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of your own capabilities. Resilience shapes you into someone who doesn't just survive tough times, but thrives in their aftermath. So when life feels overwhelming, remember this: resilience is your most powerful tool. It may not eliminate the struggle, but it will help you emerge from it stronger, braver, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Every battle you face, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity to grow into the person you're meant to become. And that's the true power of resilience. Failure is a universal experience, yet it is often misunderstood. Many see it as the end of the road, a definitive sign to stop trying. But in reality, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth and eventual success. It's not the opposite of success, it's an integral part of the journey. Each failure is a lesson, a teacher that shows us what didn't work, what can be improved, and how we can refine our efforts to move closer to our goals. Imagine someone pursuing a dream, a student aiming for a prestigious scholarship, an entrepreneur launching a groundbreaking business, or an artist chasing their creative vision. Along the way, they encounter rejection, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. It's tempting to label those moments as failures and give up. But if they stop there, they'll never know what was possible. If they choose to see those setbacks as opportunities to learn, however, they gain something far more valuable than gain or record. They gain the insight and resilience to try again, smarter and stronger. Failure strips away our illusions, forcing us to confront what truly matters. It's often in these moments of vulnerability and reflection that we discover our core strengths. What do we really want? How much does it matter to us? Are we willing to adapt, pivot, or work even harder? These questions prompted by failure clarify purpose and guide our next steps. Failure doesn't just show us what we're lacking, it reveals what we're capable of when we rise to meet the challenge. The beauty of failure lies in its universality. Everyone, no matter how accomplished, has faced it. From inventors and scientists to athletes and artists, every success story is also a story of persistence in the face of failure. Thomas Edison, famously undeterred by thousands of failed attempts at inventing the light bulb, said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perspective highlights a profound truth. Failure isn't final unless you let it be. Every setback contains valuable lessons if we're willing to listen. Perhaps it's a better strategy, a different approach, or the realization that we need to build more skills or seek support. These lessons aren't failures in themselves, they're stepping stones that guide us toward eventual success. With each attempt we gain not just knowledge, but also confidence in our ability to persevere. Failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. It shows us our limits, but also our potential to exceed them. It humbles us, reminding us that progress isn't linear but iterative. It connects us to the broader human experience, uniting us with others who have faced challenges and emerged stronger. So when failure comes, don't run from it. Stand firm, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? With that mindset, failure transforms from a roadblock into a building block for success. Sacrifice is a concept that often feels heavy, but it is at the heart of every significant achievement. When we look at the most inspiring victories, whether it's sports, careers, relationships, or personal growth, what often goes unnoticed is the sacrifice that made those triumphs possible. Sacrifice means giving up something now to gain something greater later. It's the trade-off that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Consider the story of anyone who has reached a major milestone in life. Behind the accolades and applause, there are countless hours of unseen effort. Early mornings, late nights, missed opportunities for leisure, and the constant discipline to stay focused on the goal. Sacrifice is not glamorous, but it's necessary. It asks for patience when immediate rewards are tempting, and it demands commitment when distractions are abundant. It challenges you to prioritize what truly matters over what feels convenient in the moment. The value of sacrifice lies in its ability to sharpen our focus. When you choose to let go of something, whether it's comfort, time, or even short-term pleasures, you are making a statement about what you value most. Sacrifice clarifies our priorities, strengthens our resolve. It reminds us that we can't have everything at once, but we can have the things that matter most if we are hard choices. However, sacrifice is not just about giving things up, it's about transforming those decisions into fuel for the journey. When you skip a night out to study, pass on a vacation to save money for your dream, or push through exhaustion to perfect your craft, you are not just losing something, you're investing in yourself. Sacrifice teaches discipline and perseverance, qualities that are critical for any meaningful victory. It builds character, shaping you into someone who doesn't just want success, but is prepared to earn it. The process is rarely easy. Sacrifice often comes without moments of questioning, is this worth it? Will I ever see the results? But it is in these moments of uncertainty that the real transformation happens. Sacrifice forces you to dig deep, to connect with your purpose, and to keep going even when the rewards feel distant. It strengthens your commitment to your goal and makes the eventual victory all the more satisfying. The sweetest victories are those that come with a story of sacrifice because they carry a sense of ownership and pride. When you've poured your time, energy, and heart into something, the success becomes more than just an outcome. It becomes a reflection of your journey, your growth, and your resilience. The sacrifices you make are the threads that weave your story into something extraordinary. Ultimately, sacrifice is not about what you lose. It's about what you gain. It's about the dreams you make real, the growth you experience, and the legacy you build. Every sacrifice, no matter how small, is a step closer to the life you envision. And that is a price worth paying. Our mindset is one of the most powerful forces in shaping our lives. While external circumstances undoubtedly play a role in determining our opportunities, it is our mindset that dictates how we respond to those circumstances and ultimately determines whether we'll succeed or fail. In the face of adversity, a positive, growth-oriented mindset can turn a seemingly insurmountable challenge into a stepping stone for growth, while a negative or fixed mindset can trap us in a cycle of defeat. Think about the most successful people you know, or those who have achieved remarkable things in history. Their success wasn't solely determined by luck or external factors. They faced obstacles, but what set them apart was their ability to see those obstacles as temporary roadblocks rather than permanent barriers. When things didn't go as planned, they didn't give up. Instead, they adapted, learned, and persisted. They understood that the battle was not only about what was happening outside of them, but how they responded to it internally. A growth mindset is grounded in the belief that abilities and intelligence are not fixed traits, but can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you adopt this mindset, you stop viewing failures as evidence of your limitations and start seeing them as opportunities to learn. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you say, I can't do this yet. And with time and effort, you believe you can improve. This shift in perspective is profound because it empowers you to take action, make mistakes, and keep pushing forward. On the other hand, a fixed mindset leads people to believe that their qualities, whether it's intelligence, talent, or even personality, are set in stone. When faced with a challenge, people with a fixed mindset are often more likely to quit or avoid trying altogether because they believe that failure reflects their innate lack of ability. This mindset creates a sense of helplessness and resignation where failure is not a lesson but a verdict. The key difference lies in the way we approach setbacks. When you face a setback with a growth mindset, you don't dwell on your failure. Instead, you analyze it, learn from it, and try again. This mindset also encourages resilience, the ability to bounce back after being knocked down, and a willingness to take on new challenges, knowing that each one is an opportunity for growth. Over time, the more you adopt this mindset, the more confident you become in your ability to tackle anything that comes your way. Your mindset then is your greatest asset in the battle of life. It's the lens through which you view the world, your challenges, and your potential. If you focus on growth and possibility, you will see opportunities in places where others see only limitations. But if you let your mindset be shaped by fear or self-doubt, you will miss out on countless opportunities for success. No matter where you start or what challenges lie ahead, your mindset has the power to shape your journey. It's a choice you make every single day, and that choice will determine whether you live a life of possibility or one of limitation. When you choose to embrace a mindset of growth and resilience, you unlock your true potential, and you will find that no battle is too great to win. Inspiration often comes from the most unexpected places. We tend to look for motivation in books, seminars, or speeches, yet some of the most powerful sources of inspiration are the ordinary people around us, those who face extraordinary struggles every day and continue to press forward. It's easy to get caught up in the stories of well-known figures, celebrities, athletes, and world leaders, but often the most relatable and inspiring examples come from those who may never appear on the big stage, but are still fighting their own battles with immense courage and tenacity. Think of the single parent juggling multiple jobs, the small business owner facing economic hardship, or the individual battling an illness yet still pushing through each day. These people aren't just surviving, they're thriving in their own way. They remind us that greatness isn't defined by the size of your platform, but by the heart, determination, and resilience you display in the face of adversity. Every challenge they face is a testament to their strength, and every day they continue moving forward, they show the world what true perseverance looks like. Sometimes we look at others who are struggling and assume that they have it easier, that they were born with something we lack. However, we often overlook the silent battles they're fighting. We don't see the sleepless nights, the constant worry, or the fear of failure that accompanies their journey. Yet despite these obstacles, they keep going. This is the essence of ordinary heroes. They don't let the weight of their circumstances stop them from pursuing their dreams. Their stories may not make the headlines, but they are the very fabric of the human spirit, demonstrating that anyone can rise above their challenges, no matter how insurmountable they may seem. These unsung heroes offer a different kind of inspiration, one that is rooted in the everyday courage required to keep going. They don't have the luxury of waiting for the perfect moment, nor do they have a roadmap for success. Instead, they build their lives one decision at a time, knowing that each small step forward is a victory in itself. Their lives may seem like a constant battle, but with each challenge they face, they are building resilience, strengthening their resolve, and ultimately proving that the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. The beauty of these stories lies in their authenticity. They remind us that we don't need extraordinary circumstances or grand gestures to make a difference in the world. Sometimes all it takes is a quiet, determined effort to keep moving forward despite the odds. These everyday heroes inspire us to look at our own struggles with a new perspective, to recognize our own strength, and to understand that victory doesn't always look like a grand finale. It can simply be the act of enduring, growing, and continuing the journey, no matter how difficult. In the end, inspiration can be found everywhere, especially in the lives of those around us. When we open our eyes to the quiet battles that others are fighting, we realize that heroism exists in every corner of the world. We just need to take a moment to recognize it and use it as fuel for our own journey. The ordinary heroes show us that if they can fight through their struggles and come out stronger, we can too. The journey towards success is never a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, detours, and unexpected challenges. And while many people focus on the end goal of victory, it's important to recognize that the journey itself is where the true rewards lie. The hard-fought battles along the way shape us, teach us lessons, and define the kind of people we become. In fact, the process of pursuing our goals with all its highs and lows is often more fulfilling than the success itself. When you look at a successful person, whether they're an athlete, a business leader, or a creative professional, what you often see is the culmination of years of effort and struggle. What you don't see is the countless hours of hard work, the sacrifices they made, the moments of doubt, and the failures they encountered. But each of these moments, the struggles, the setbacks, the challenges played a crucial role in shaping them into the person who could achieve success. The beauty of the journey is that it isn't just about achieving a particular goal, but about how the pursuit of that goal transforms us. Each challenge we face, each setback we encounter teaches us something valuable. We learn about our strengths, our weaknesses, our limits, and our capacity for growth. These experiences shape our character, build our resilience, and equip us with the tools we need to face even greater challenges down the road. The victories we celebrate are not just about crossing a finish line, they are about everything we've learned and how we've grown along the way. Moreover, the journey forces us to engage deeply with our purpose and motivations. When we are committed to something, the path toward a goal becomes a powerful force for self-discovery. We are pushed to reflect on why we are pursuing this particular goal in the first place and whether we are willing to sacrifice, endure, and persevere through difficulties to achieve it. Along the way, we uncover new strengths we never knew we had, and we also confront parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or avoided. It's these moments of introspection and self-discovery that enrich the journey and make the victory even more meaningful. The journey also teaches us patience. We live in a world that often prioritizes instant gratification, quick fixes, fast results, and immediate rewards. But the process of achieving something truly meaningful takes time. It requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when progress feels slow. Success, when it comes, is sweet because it is earned, not given. The journey, with all its struggles, it builds a deep sense of appreciation for what has been accomplished. Finally, the journey fosters a deeper connection with others. In the pursuit of our goals, we often encounter people who help us, challenge us, and support us. These relationships, whether personal or professional, become an integral part of our journey. They provide encouragement during tough times, offer wisdom when we're stuck, and celebrate with us when we succeed. The victories we achieve are not just our own, they are shared with those who have been part of the process. And that sense of connection enriches the experience. In the end, the true value of any victory lies not in the achievement itself, but in the journey that led to it. It is the lessons learned, the growth experienced, and the relationships formed along the way that make the victory truly sweet. So as you embark on your own journey, remember that it's not just the destination that matters, but the person you become through the process of striving towards your dreams. The journey is where you'll find the real rewards.